I'm the oldest one in the crowd today, so I get to talk for the longest. So I started back with Capital Playhouse in 1989 when I was 8 years old, and I couldn't have been where I am today without it. For three main reasons. My mom told me 3 points and then 3 points sub-points, so point one. Sorry. So point one, I remember when I was 8 years old, people like Heidi Fredericks, Melissa Backstrom, and that's only to name a couple. They were such huge role models for me, and not only in just their talent, but just who they were. And so I felt really lucky to become that person for a lot of people. And so they set that example for me. And not only did they set an amazing example, it felt like I was able to kind of push myself to the next level in that way. And it's always fun to be famous, right? I mean, we always had that fun big fish scenario that even today my mom still gets a tear to her eye when she remembers. She was recalling earlier today when she was sitting next to someone and she said, "Oh, that's my daughter," and to have that kind of pride is just a great feeling for all of us to be able to give to our parents too. So, point two is the expectation of excellence that we were always raised our talent. Part of that was, there was always competition. There was always an audition to, put your best foot forward, and I think it really relates to the real world. And in my career now, I definitely always have to compete against other people and, professionally and in music, and I think that's a standard that we shall hold. So it definitely set that for me. And two, our teachers just always believed in us more so than we did in ourselves. I think they just had so much more. They just saw our future, I think, even before we did, and so they pushed us to a level that we didn't really think was possible. So I'll be eternally grateful for that. And three, I think it's just Capital Playhouse and Kids at Play always just felt like home. I had the greatest friends that were made that I still have really great friendships with. And even today, meeting new people that came out of the program, you just have that connection to them, and you just feel like, you share so much in common, and right away there's definitely a friendship already established. It grew a passion for me. I always say that Troy ignited my passion for music and brought that out of me in a way that I didn't know was possible. And it's given me such a life for myself in my career. And I always get people tell me that I have like an expression in music, and that's from Troy. And I can tell everyone here tonight has studied with him and has that background, that the core of what's passionate about music. And we all have him to be grateful.